Beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
Oh my god, and it's a different matchup as well. Oh, hello?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What? What?
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. All right, here we go. We are diving into round 2, our second series of the morning or the evening, depending on where you are in the world. And in the top left-hand corner of Pride of Altares LE, we have the French Protoss player. He is red, representing Alta Esports. It is PtitDrogo.
And in the opposite corner, in the blue, give me 1 second. Playing for Africa Freaks. I had to, look up the team. It is Armani. It's been a while. You can't play.
God damn it.
Listen, man, I have a finite number of things I can remember. Okay, and work has been just taking up most of the space. Mm-hmm. I gotta memory dump things. All right.
God, shaking my head, mate. Shaking my head. It's so good. Again, it's great.
It was either Africa Freaks or DPG. Okay. So I was like, I had to gamble. I had to double check.
So you got it in the end. And yeah, here we are on Pride of Altares. One of the newer maps in the map pool. And some of the big features is that just like the previous game, the previous map, we got gold bases, but not just gold bases. This is an 8 mineral patch gold base.
That's disgusting.
Beautiful, mate.
That's too much. That's too much. That's too much money.
Yeah. So there's a lot of money here in these bases. There's also one Zonaga tower in the middle of the map that is surrounded by this tall grass, by shrubbery cut through the middle. So we can see some fights amongst that. And fun fact, this is also not the largest map, but it's the longest map, and it takes I believe it's 40 seconds from main to main. The longest rush distance out of all the maps.
So it's a very, very macro, I'm gonna sit on my base kind of map.
Yeah, nice. And typically in this matchup, this would be awful for Zerg just because of Skytoss, Void Rays, Fleet Beacon, all that stuff. Things get slowed down. But because of these gold bases, it does kind of give the Zerg player a boost. The longer this game goes on, it does allow them to take it. And of course, these gold patches do benefit Zerg players more than Protosses.
All right. Yeah. Have you played this map?
Yeah.
A bit, how is it?
It's
annoying. Hate it.
I don't mind it. But it does kind of lean towards those longer games. There have been a couple of pro players that have tried to rush the gold before, especially in the first week, but eventually players recognize that there are ways to deny it and then punish it and stuff like that. So yeah.
Nice. I mean, he sees the Stargate, so I don't know what he wants. He's expecting, so just all right, oracles it is. At least it wasn't a void ray first,
True. This is an interesting choice by PtitDrogo. Armani, he saw the first oracle being made, and as you were saying, void rays are pretty stock standard in this matchup. So instead, going for double, maybe even triple oracle again.
I'll take 3 oracles for 500. Oh no, just kidding. What is not?
He's doing it. He's supply block, but he's doing it. Ping.
What is PtitDrogo's build order against Armani?
Oh nice. God. But yeah, very aggressive opener. Unfortunately, because it got scouted, there are spores all over the place. But when you have 3 oracles, mate, you don't care about spores.
That queen is dead. That queen should be dead. That queen didn't die.
It did not die, mate. Oh my god, the target fires on the oracle!
Oh, good snipe. Getting the second oracle, but trades for a queen. Second oracle does go down as well. Not very worth it for Drogo, I would say. That was a bit of an investment that went down the drain. But it does have the one last Oracle, and I don't know, it's gonna just scout around, maybe like put down some stasis traps here and there.
Yeah, like that was a rough start there by PtitDrogo, especially because he lost both oracles before the third. Like ideally you have all three and then you can really like abuse queens and power on through and get drone kills. Drogo slipping up hard in the early game, losing both of them kind of for free. And now Armani, he's already on 3 bases. He wants a fourth. He wants the gold. He's been so greedy.
It, man. he wants it. He smells it so it's so close for him, you know? He's just, yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, when you smell fresh cookies out of the oven. You know?
There you go, mate. Oh my god. If you're gonna do that, don't be congested. You're like, oh, that was... Oh my god.
It's more real. It's more relatable. What are you on about?
Hashtag relatable, mate. Oh god. Meanwhile, the third and final Oracle goes down, which is honestly again pretty devastating because now he can't really scout his opponent and keep an eye on things. What's also important is that from here, Drogo, he is not doubling down on Sky Toss. He's going into Ground Toss instead.
We've been talking about Drogo's build like this whole game, but I want to take a look at Armani's. It's just roaches and, you know, plus one range, you know, attack. I feel like I personally want to see this. I just want him to roach pump all the way across the map.
I think
that's just me, you know, but I kind of want to see just a roach pump across the map, you know. He's getting all this money, just why not?
Yeah, mate, that's the thing. Like, because of the opener, because of the triple Oracle, Armani droned up hard. Like, we're 7 minutes into the game. He's already on 4 bases. He's going to be like transferring workers over to the gold. He's going to be so rich. He's been so greedy. This madman, I saw the infestation bit. He is going for swarm hosts.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I'm not going to lie. I was just expecting, you know, a train of roaches, but sure.
Mate. Armani's having fun. He's like, the early game has just been so good to me. Like, you can't really do anything at all. Finally, disruptors are coming out, but it's a little bit too late because the swarm hosts are already popping. They're going.
They're rolling. They're gonna head on over. 2-prong attack.
Yeah, we got roaches on the ground. We got swarm hosts as well. At the same time, there is a war prism across the map looking to try and dip into the main base. Finally, it is headed over and maybe it can deal some damage. Yo, we got spores already dish out some of that DPS and the swarm hosts are here. They get spotted.
This is disgusting.
How do you can't stop this, man. You can't. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, like he already used 1 disruptor shot. A second disruptor shot got sent out, but completely misses, almost kills one of his own disruptors. The drop is in the main, and there is a warp pit going in. And Armani does have to deal with this a little bit, but it will get cleaned up. The warp prism does go down. The roaches will finish off the zealots for sure. And PtitDrogo try to push, you know, his distraction, trying to push out across Armani's side of the map, but can't really do much. Swarm host, they're running. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, in a couple of seconds, they're going to have their Locust in a couple of seconds. There we go. The Locust wave is going to be able to pop out. The Swarm hosts all managed to somehow survive. Now it's go time for the Roach Ravager. He has to be careful, though. Again, there are a lot of disruptors.
Oh, that's not a hole. I thought that was a hole.
Well,
sorry, the glass pane on the right.
Oh.
I thought that was like a hole. And I was just like, oh, it's not a hole. Okay. My bad.
God. If it was a hole, how would you take control of the watchtower?
That's what I was wondering.
God damn. Yes, there it is. There's the, I think that's Altaris right there. Pride of Altaris. It's like a Protoss warship. Down there. Anyway, there's a roach run by here towards the top right. But again, honestly, Drogo has done a really good job at defending. Like, that war prism saved his life. It forced Armani all the way back home, and he was able to buy some time to, again, stabilize, and he wants to get into that Sky Toss.
That he does. The bacon is down, but Armani's already going to hide, getting his Hydra Den. More swarm hosts or locusts are flying in, distracting, you know, Drogo on both sides. Oh, that was a pretty good disruptor shot, but 10 probes do go down with it.
Yeah, that they do. And Drogo's trying to go for a little bit of a counterattack, or at least push away the army. But again, like, there's not a lot here. There are barely any gateway units. Like, this army is so fragile. And there we go. Armani recognizes this. We have 40 lings on the way. Like, all we need is a couple of lings, get on top of the disruptors. And what can what can Drogo do?
So we have Banelings Speedlight, and he's making Banelings. Okay. He's making a lot of Banelings. I think he just said, "Fuck it, I'll just make Banelings." Let's go.
Let's go. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, -400, -400. Drogo is rushing to a mothership, which is interesting to say the least. We'll see if he survives long enough to get there. Meanwhile, Locust Wave is going to be cleaned up. Overcharge is forced, but here we go. The Lings, Roaches, and Ravagers are coming in. The Disruptors.
Oh, Disruptors. They got on top of the Banelings, and they cleared out all the Banelings. That was such a waste of money for Armani, but that was hot.
Damn, that's exactly what Drogo needed to survive. Because of that amazing Purification Nova, mate, he's getting his mama. His mothership's coming out.
I mean, it might be coming out, like, but we don't know how useful it's gonna be, to be honest.
I mean, defensively, I think it's okay, right? Forces some anti-air. Forces some detection, I should say, as well as anti-air. Meanwhile, we do see another Locust Wave. Again, they just keep on coming. What's a little bit scary is that this 4th base, it's slowly been whittled down. Like, the static defense has been dropping here, but Locusts do get cleaned up.
I was so worried. I thought those Archons were stuck between, like, that pylon and the cannon, but they I don't know. Anyways, mothership is here. Actually, I will say the mothership is a nice touch, because if the Locusts try to, the Locusts won't land. They can't see it unless the Overseer is there, right? So until the Overseer can see anything, the Locusts won't land. There's a good amount of Archons under the mama ship, so that this AoE splash damage can clear them up as much as they can. But it is very vulnerable. Vipers are coming out already. Hydras have been made. Lurkers are already being buried everywhere. The Swarm Hosts are nowhere near the army. They're just going to be sitting around some random place, just spewing out locusts just to fuck around with Drogo.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like, I feel like the early game and the mid game has been dominated by Armani. Yo, can he get the next? Oh, he had detection.
Yeah, he did.
Wow. Oh my god, a couple of disruptors. 2 disruptors get picked off as well. Jesus Christ. The Locusts finally paying for themselves, finally dealing some actual damage. Meanwhile, though, Drogo, he's doing a wonderful job at transitioning. We have nothing but carriers on the way, and there isn't much anti-air. I say that Armani is in the midst of getting into Hydra, Lurker, Viper.
Why don't players get Burrow for Swarm Host anymore?
To make them station. I mean, they need to leave. They need to get out.
I mean, like, if you burrow them, you can mind game them. Right? The opponent thinks, oh, he came from that way. I guess he ran away already.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Meanwhile, I was like, oh my god, the Lings, they go caught by Archons. And I'm like, oh my god, the Archons go caught by Lings. As 2 Archons get taken out. Another Locust Wave. Oh my god.
See what I'm saying? You don't expect them to come back. They're gonna kill that Nexus, dude. And that's the sad part.
And Drogo, for the last 5 minutes, he's been stuck on 4 bases. He just hasn't been able to get a 5th up and running. He just doesn't have a very large bank. He's close to maxing out, to be fair, but he's also kind of getting picked apart. But is he reaching critical mass of carriers? Like, is there enough anti-air?
No. Is what I'm gonna say. I think I see 4 Hydralisks.
Yeah, there's 11 on the map in total, which is not going to be enough. Meanwhile, Ling run by hits the 4th base.
It's not bad. Made sure the probes had to run away. Okay. Locusts are trying to fly over to the base, but they do get caught by the carriers and the Archons. 1 Archon does go down, so unfortunate. But yeah, Drogo is trying to expand. He has the gold base at the top middle location, which is funny because Armani ran his links right past it. Didn't even blink an eye.
He did.
But he was just like, all right, you can have that for now. So I'm very surprised that he's not trying to pressure it. But we'll see what Armani can do. It is Armani after all. He's way better than me. So I can't criticize.
He's one of the best out there in the world, and he just killed his own roaches and ravagers to clear up some supply. That gold base you were talking about, it is not long for this world, because where's the mothership? It's not nearby at all. The locust wave is going to connect it. No, just as the workers are transferring.
Oh my god, is he going to get it before the mothership arrives? He got it before the mothership arrives.
Oh, Disruptor! He gets one! And every little bit counts. But you know what? Is there enough Hydro Lurker Viper? Are we going to see some yoinks? And we do! The Colossus!
Colossus, the Disruptor does go down. The Shrub is actually like played against PtitDrogo. His units had to walk into the Shrub before he could do anything. And a lot of the Lurkers got some free shots. Time Warp has been used.
Oh my god. The abducts have been insane. Oh my god, that's like the 5th carrier that's been abducted, and they just all go down one after the other. There's enough Hydras now to just kill everything. The mothership even gets abducted. Jesus Christ. This man just doesn't run out of energy.
He still has more ducks. Like, Drogo has not been feedbacking these Vipers at all. GG is called Armani. Taking game 1. Oh, I had to quickly remember.
God damn it, Milk. But damn, he had like 8 abducts and he got all of them. Like, as you said, there was 0 feedbacks until 1 towards the end.
Yeah, no feedbacks at all, and he just got free abducts. I think the Shrubble, that Zelnaga Shrubble area that you mentioned earlier, it kind of played against Drogo because he had to pass the Shrubble to see anything. And I think Armani had the Zelnaga Tower, so he was able to see, you know, like that whole circle.
Oh yeah, he was the first to pull the trigger. He yoinked immediately that Colossus and those carriers. It was insane. What a game there. I think what I'm most impressed by, one, those swarm hosts, even they survived until the end, and they just kept getting value, just time and time again. They never got dealt with. Also, Armani, he did a really good job at just like transitioning and tech switching time and time again. He was just on it, man. His macro was insane.
He saw something and then he would prepare, and his timing was like just perfect, because by the time he was finished, or by the time like whatever he saw was, you know, ready to go, he was prepared for it. You know, saw the mothership and like the carriers coming out, Vipers, Hydras were ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, exactly, mate. Exactly. And with that, Armani does take the first game, but this is still a best of 3 series. We still have at least one more game, and as we can see, Drogo has had enough of the newer maps. We're going back to something a little bit older, to 2000 atmospheres.
I'm ready to play against Drogo.
Let's go.
I'll be Zerg. I'll be blue. This is how we do this, right? Oh, okay.
Let's go. As we are getting into game number 2 here, and yeah, I mean, honestly, Drogo he also played fairly well, keeping up with Armani. Unfortunately, he did struggle with the opener, which is why I'm so impressed he survived as long as he did. Like, those 3 oracles did almost nothing, mate. Like, it was rough.
They got a queen.
They got 1 queen, mate.
They got 1 queen. Yeah. Hopefully, you know, he does better, because in the top right corner of the map, we have a red French player playing for Alter. It is PtitDrogo.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 atmospheres LE, we have the South Korean Zerg player. He is blue, representing the Afrika Freaks. It is Armani. And before we get too ahead of ourselves in this game, thank you so much, Birdie Bread in the chat. Get that bread for the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Less than three.
You know, the French language has been really popping recently.
I
don't know why.
What does that mean?
No, like, I'm legit. Like, I don't know why, but like, everywhere I go, I just see like people talking about French, and like how French people say numbers and stuff. I thought it was really like I was like, what the fuck is going on? But you know,
What are
people,
you? What
people.
are you on about? What are you? What?
Apparently, if you listen to the pronunciation of 79 in French, it's like a crazy phrase.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You're in the
You
chat.
should- you should.
If you know French.
You should listen to it after this game.
I know un,
Well,
deux, trois. All right, that's all I know.
That's 1, 2, 3, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, but like 79 is like some crazy ass phrase that like you don't expect. You're like you listen to it, you're like, what did I just hear?
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I was just like, I don't know. You should listen to it. It's pretty nuts.
All right. I'll listen to it at some point. I'll listen to it. Oh god, but yeah, 79. You know, Drogo, can he live up to that number? Question mark.
It's not even 69. That's what surprises me.
Yeah, I was about
79.
to say 79, mate. They're 10
Yeah,
up.
right, it's like the weirdest one. It's like just random, and then it's just I was like, okay, dog.
Okay. Oh god. Alright, here we go. So what I will say is that on a more standard map like this with no gold base, it's pretty large, it's pretty wide, it's pretty thick. We should be seeing Void Rays this time, right? Right?
Looks like it based on the rally.
Yeah.
I don't see a stalker coming out anytime soon as well, so I'm guessing it's a Void Ray. I mean, he's like, you know, not even trying to hide it, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, it's a Stargate, you know? What do you want from me?
what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
it is. Void Ray is coming out, you know? Fairly the same things that's been going on for, you know, however long.
A year, man.
This game's-
Almost a year.
Has it been almost a year?
Yeah, the Void Ray
Goodness
meta. when it really popped off at I am Garabitse, the new map pool. But yeah, we do have a Void Ray first here from PtitDrogo, something a little bit more standard. Does supply block Armani a little bit as he's remaking his overlords. From here, we see a second Oracle though. So again, Drogo, he still wants to deal a little bit of damage and ideally keep this alive to scout, revelation, all that good stuff.
How many oracles though? Just the one?
Just one?
Just one?
Just one?
Not even like another Void Ray follow up?
Just one?
He's getting his third, so he's just rushing it, I guess.
Yeah, there we go. First Oracle does get across that. We have no Spore, but we have Queens. Ooh.
Alright. Oracle doesn't really do anything. The Void Ray just went across the map deciding that he wants to party, but you know, turns around cause the Queens they be fighting back.
Yeah, exactly. At the same time, the Oracle dips in, does get one drone kill. Armani, he was so quick to pull away those workers, but in the end, he did end up losing one of them. And what's interesting here, as Armani does scout the third base, is that from here, Drogo is going straight into a Twilight Council.
Oh my god, that Void Ray is gonna die.
Up!
Oh my god, that Void Ray lived.
Oh my god, and so the typical follow-up here is, you know, maybe we go Glaive at Eps, maybe we go Blink Stalkers, maybe we go Charge. He's going Charge and a Dark Shrine.
I want to say Dark Templars, right?
What else would it be?
I'm just thinking fast Archons.
I mean, they'll be useful with the charge lots, not gonna lie. But
That's what I'm saying, right? I was like, Charge Knots and Archons, like, really quick. But, like, I want to believe Dark Templars.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. The DTs shouldn't deal too much damage. Like, he didn't rush into a Twilight Council first, so this isn't very early. There's detection. We have a lair. We're gonna have observers, overseers even. So again, he's kind of doing like a bit of a Hail Mary kind of, but like he can always fall back on Archons, right?
Yeah. It has to be Archons.
Yeah.
It can't be anything else but Archons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making 4 GTs. It's 2 Archons.
Oh well, he's sending it.
Just kidding. It's not 2 Archons.
They could be 2 Archons. They could be. As the DTs are going across the map, do we have detection? We still don't have spores at the natural, only at the 3rd and the main base. So honestly, these DTs, yo, they can even try and deny the 4th.
Oh, did he see it? Did he see it? Oh,
he knows. He sees. He sees.
He sniffed it out.
Oh,
the Overseer's here.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
And the recall. Well, he tried. You know, he did his best.
Yeah, I'm sure, you know what, a lesser player, I'm sure wouldn't have had their detection in time. Like, honestly, it was pretty close. The 4th base almost went down, but almost is not enough against Armani, as he does hold on to his 4th base. And at least now, again, he's aware of the tech. He never scouted the Dark Shrine. Now he's aware of it. He dips in with his Overseer, confirms the rest of the production.
I'm very curious on what Armani wants to bring out. He is getting Aspire, and he's getting plus range attacks. I want to say he's prepping. Oh, just kidding. Nope. It's what I wanted. I was going to assume the safe thing, which was he's going to prep for the Sky Toss, but he's going the exact opposite and exactly what I wanted, where he's going Mutalisk.
Let's go. We've got 11 mutas on the way. Enough mutas, more than enough to one-shot workers. What do we have at home? We have cannons in every single mineral line. So PtitDrogo does have some stack defense to help deal with the mutas, but again, they're going to be very annoying to deal with. What's also interesting to me is that Armani got a little bit of everything. He even had his infestation pit. I thought he was going to go Swarm Host again, but I guess not. He's mixing things up.
It's like he's just prep. I would say he's just prepping for
I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice it was proxied.
I didn't realize it was proxied as well. Nice.
Nice. You almost never see this. Oh my god.
And he's hugging the side of the map.
Yeah.
A lot of Zerglings going to the main. They're just distracting, you know, for the mutas to go in. The Mutaflock, they're flying in like they're in the main. They're shooting down that cannon. Their Phoenix is out. No probes went down apparently, but
oh my god, yeah, only the cannon. That's the thing, cannons do so well defensively against these mutas because they have to be dealt with first. Meanwhile, the mutas, they just keep coming across the map. At the same time, the Lings were forced away by the disruptors, and oh my god, the mutas actually got the Phoenixes. All of them.
I mean, when you can't micro them, you know, they're pretty bad.
Very true. Meanwhile, another Phoenix almost goes down, but Armani does back off. He's going to try to rotate down, but the Archon's already waiting. Up!
Ooh, if he just kept his Archons at the edge.
At the same time, we do have a War Prism across the map. It's going to be a little bit annoying. And fun fact, it's kind of odd, to be honest, Armani is not stopping with the mutas.
I like it.
It's crazy.
I like it. I like what he's doing. He's just, you know, he's playing the suffocation game. Right? Yeah. He's going on the offensive. Drogo, he can't do anything. He has to be defensive. If he moves, you know, Armani will be there with his units. These Archons are gonna try to kill off the mutas. The disruptor shot was not micro, so it doesn't go anywhere. These stalkers, man, they're dead.
Mate, the stalkers are dead. The disruptors are dead as well. We do have a couple of Phoenixes, and you know what? Anion Pulse Crystals is about to finish up as well, but there are just so many mutas, they don't even care.
Oh, they should start caring now. Unless the lag? Hello, lag?
Ping?
Ping?
The Archon gets surrounded as well. It will go down. Disruptor shots are going off, and they do connect with the Roaches, but what about the Lings? The Lings are trying to break on through the Zealot wall.
Oh my god. Dude, these Phoenixes are getting destroyed.
Oh my god, they're just taking so many hits.
Okay, now the mutas have been cleared. Oh, just kidding.
Oh my god! How? Okay. They have Phoenix Rage. They're meant to hard counter the mutas.
Oh, really? Yeah. Apparently they don't.
Oh my god. Finally, though, Armani's like, you know what? This isn't working out too well. Let's get some Corruptors. Let's respect the Phoenixes a little bit. The Corruptors are here to deal with the Phoenixes. The mutas are going to try and dive in and deal with the rest. Meanwhile, Armani, he's just taking control of his side of the map. It's insane. He's got so many bases, so many workers, so many Lings.
He doesn't even have Banelings. He just makes Lings.
He doesn't have Banelings. Oh my god. Banelings would be amazing right now.
It would be. Like, Armani doesn't have Banelings. Drogo didn't even get Blink for his Stalkers. You know? I love this. This is just a game of let's get the most basic units and just smash heads together.
Yeah, again, it just goes to show how greedy Armani was being done. The Disruptors! No!
Well,
The recall!
that was a disruptor and 2 sentries.
Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, a massive run by the Zealots were a little bit out of position. In come the Corruptors to deal with the Phoenixes, and then the Views can roam free.
They can. Zealots are getting cleaned up. There's only Archons and Phoenixes here. I mean, it does technically counter the mass swarm of units, but, you know, Armani can just make a bigger swarm and just overrun everything. The Phoenixes, they're doing their best. They're killing off the Mutas, but the Corruptors are going to be a bit beefier to fight against. And damn, it's you hear of Zerg Air armies, like, you know.
Almost never made. It's just crazy what we're seeing right now. Again, I do think that Armani was just having fun here, going Swarm Host game 1 and then going for a Proxy Spire in game 2. It's insane how he's able to make this work, and it is working. GG gets called. Armani takes the series.
Wow.
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 Ah.